Who and whom. Do these terms confuse you in terms of their usage? Well, you've come to the right place. At English Excellence with Chaya, I will simplify it for you to the extent that you will master it by the end of this lesson and be amply clear as to how to use it or apply it. I've often seen even native English speakers getting confused in the usage, but it's quite simple if only you understand the rule behind it and the trick how to use it and apply it. So let's get straight into this lesson. At English Excellence with Chaya, we share exciting English lessons and we focus amply on communication skills and the nuances associated with them. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and yes, do turn on the notifications for exciting new videos. As and when they come, you should be the first one to watch it. So without any delay, now let's understand who and whom and how are they different in usage. The entire usage of who and whom are determined by two words, or rather the roles of words in sentences. Let me not complicate. I would like to simplify this. First, let's understand what is a subject and what is an object. Subject in a sentence is the one who's doing the action. Typically, your sentence starts with the subject. So if I say Ram eats cookies or Ram ate cookies, in whichever tense I decide to speak, Ram is the one doing the action of eating. Okay, so Ram is the subject here. Okay, now if I say Ram eats cookies or Ram ate cookies, the action of eating is happening on the cookies, so cookies become the object here. So subject is essentially the one who does the action. It could be one person, it could be more than one person. Okay, object is the receiver of the action. It could be one cookie, it could be multiple cookies. So the person doing it, subject, receiving it, object. With this basic understanding of subject and object, let's proceed further and understand who and whom. So who acts like a subject pronoun. It will take the place of a subject pronoun. So instead of saying he or she somewhere or the name of an individual, say Ram or Rita, you can simply say who. Okay? Who takes the place of the subject. And whom takes the place of an object. So it acts like a object pronoun. And the need of these words arises essentially when we are not clear on, the person who is receiving it or the person who is acting. Okay, that's when we say who or whom. For instance, if I know Ram is cooking, I'll very well say Ram is cooking. But if my question is, कौन कर रहा है cooking? Okay, if I say it in Hindi, then instead of Ram, I will say who is cooking. So Ram being the subject here got replaced by who. Okay. Now, if I want to use it like an object, which means Rita is being emailed the notes, okay, later today. So Rita is being emailed. Rita is the recipient, receiver, clearly the object of the sentence. Okay, we are sending the email to Rita. So we will say, to whom is the email being sent later today? Okay, so clearly who takes the place of the subject and whom takes the place of the object. This is the fundamental difference. Well, many people argue that we do end up using, who in the place of object, as in very often when there is casual speech involved, you're talking to friends or not really very mindful of your language, you do end up saying, who is the book being sent to? So, who is the book being sent to? Okay, you've used it incorrectly. Here, since you're talking about the receiver, it should be to whom is the book being sent to? Okay, similarly, this letter is addressed to who? No, that's incorrect. This letter is addressed to whom? Okay, again, in casual usage, you will easily sail through if you say who in place of whom. But if you want to be accurate, clear, and precise in the usage, always use who for the subject and whom for the object, wherever you're using it in formal communication. A fun fact, if you easily can use he or she, then that's the easier way to remember. Replace he or she, with who whenever you're not sure. Okay? Or if you know the usage of him and her very clearly, replace him or her with whom. That's where it will find its place, because he, she are subject pronouns just like who, and him, her are object pronouns just like whom. So that's a fun tip for you. Well, they say that you only know you have understood it when you try it out. So go ahead, try some sentences in the comment section. I'll be happy to look at it. And let's wait for the next exciting lesson at English Excellence with Chaya. Happy learning!